Good morning. It may be night wherever you are. It's morning here. What's up, everyone? It's Convos with Cam. Also, I go by Cam. Some people call me Cammy, but just wanted to stop by really quickly. I'd had a conversation with someone in the last week or so, one of my colleagues. And we were just, we do a lot of consulting and things like that. And it brought this idea to me. And we all have experienced this, right? And so that's why I titled it Too Close to the Chaos, right? For anyone that is your first time here, I welcome you. I truly hope that something will be discussed on this day that is going to be beneficial for you, just to help you remain balanced, um, to maybe give you a new perspective in how to look at things, um, how to interact with others, how to even approach any conflicts, right? For those of you who have returned and y'all continue to show your support and encouragement, I appreciate you being back. If this is your first time, I am a resident in counseling, meaning that I practice psychotherapy. And so let's get to it real quick, y'all. Too close to the chaos. All right. So, it's been so many times, right, that things happen in our lives. And especially if it's dealing with those that we love and we care about and we're close to, right? And I often go back to what I've always shared with some of you. I don't know if any of you have been around long enough to hear me when I described this experience I had at the airport, Chicago O'Hare. I've been to various airports, but that one, I noticed we all looked the same as we walked around. We all looked totally just lost, if you will. It was so much chaos. You're constantly bumping into this one. Everybody's looking for their destination, but it is hard to see it in the midst of the chaos. You finally find it, but by that time, anxiety might have shot up a little bit. And then you get on the airplane and they go through all of their protocol. But as we begin to rise in the air, and the elevation increases, and we look back down, the same chaos that we just so recently left, the same chaos that we were met with only moments ago, when we look out the window and look down, somehow everything now seems orderly. Somehow now everything seems immaculate. For anyone that's flown, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm speaking of. Well, our lives can be the same. Sometimes we are too close to the chaos to even see or even smell the shit that surrounds us. All right. So we all have discussed at some point, that definition of insanity and doing the same thing over expecting a different result. If we become too close to this chaos, before you know it, we no longer see the pasture, the greenery that is before us, just, a few steps away. We are just wallowing and rolling in our own shit, simply put, right? Now, you may say, oh, but Cam, it's not, it's my family that's doing it. I mean, they're constantly, you've heard of that, the words people use, trauma dumping. They're constantly bringing me their problems, all of these things. Okay, well, let's switch it up. You're not wallowing in your own shit, but now you have began to wallow in their shit. No way, that we may attempt to spin it. It's still shit, y'all. I just encourage you. to see it for what it is, but to also look up at some moment and see the pasture that's before you, where it's clean. It provides a little more clarity. If we are surrounded by chaos, sometimes we just need to maybe take a step back. Give yourself that space, y'all. Give yourself that grace. As always, I'll continue to remind you we're all doing this thing called life for the very first time. Peace and blessings to all of you. See you soon.